Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this one, before I do, please remember to hit the like button for those that are just coming in. In this one, we're going to go to the article of the Observer, where KD Knight lawyers has given some very specific instructions to the police command. Yes. So it says here that Knight's attorney requests police investigation into TUFTON's into JLP TUFTON over recording played at the political rally. Let me see if I can get this to play. Let me can get the computer to play the audio, because I would love to do that. Let me see. Read aloud. Oh, wonderful.
Easy on Shoes Ultra Comfortable Shoes. Sponsored Kingston, Jamaica. Attorneys representing Veteran People's National Party, PNP, operative KD Knight have written to Police Commissioner Kevin Blake, requesting an investigation into possible breaches of the Cyber Crimes Act and the Representation of the People Act by the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, and its campaign chairman, Dr. Christopher TUFTON. The request follows the airing of what Knight claims is an altered recording of him by TUFTON during a JLP rally on Sunday, August 10th. Latest news. Election Manifesto. PNP promises $1 billion Youth Innovation Fund. Knight's legal team says the allegedly manipulated recording was unlawfully attributed to Knight and was orchestrated and presented as his original statements, to bring into disrepute the reputation of our client and question the integrity of the honorable leader of the opposition. We are of the view that a forensic examination of the recording will confirm the fact that it was manipulated for political gain and in breach of the Cyber Crime Act and Representation of the People Act. TUFTON has denied that the tape is fake, altered, or doctored.
People remember, you guys remember the Cyber Crimes Act? You guys remember the Cyber Crimes Act? Let me read that again. Alright, let me read it for you. That part specifically. We are of the view that a forensic examination of the recording will confirm the fact that it was manipulated for political gain and in breach of the Cyber Crime Act and Representation of the People Act. KD Knight is not playing around. Y'all think KD Knight playing around? He's not playing around. And his lawyers are not playing around either. Let's continue.
Doctored. By Bolo. Promoted links you may like. Seniors are going crazy for these comfy, stylish, easy on. He letter to the police, signed by attorney Bert Samuels, said Knight's legal team believes TUFTON is in contravention of the Cyber Crimes Act as. Under Section 81(b) of the Act, a person commits an offense if that person accesses any computer and inputs, alters, deletes, or suppresses data with the intention that the said data be considered or acted on as if it were the original data. Under Section 12 of the Act, a person commits an offense if they intentionally incite, attempts, aids, or abets the commission of any offense under Sections 3 to 10 and should be liable for prosecution. Section 14 directly addresses instances where bodies corporate, which would include the Jamaica Labour Party, failed to exercise due diligence to prevent the commission of the offense and shall be liable. The letter continues, further, under the Representation of the People Act, Section 97(c), a person who before or during an election affects the return of any candidate or prospective candidate, makes or publishes any false statement of fact in relation to the personal conduct of such candidate or prospective candidate is guilty of an illegal practice, shall be liable on summary conviction before a resident magistrate to a fine. Knight's legal team is now asking that the matter be referred to the Police Communications, Forensics, and Cybercrime Division for investigation. Tags: Dr. Christopher TUFTON KD Knight PNP. 0 comments. Make a comment.
That's the end of the article, ladies and gentlemen. It's very specific to the 2 acts, and I'm going to go over that last part because it says here that under the Representation of the People's Act, a person who before or during an election affects the return of any candidate or prospective candidate, makes or publishes any false statement of fact in relation to the personal conduct of such candidate or prospective candidate is guilty of an illegal practice and shall be liable on summary conviction before a resident magistrate to a fine. I never knew that they had an act like this. I never knew. This is huge. It says under section 8, right? The act, a person commits an offense if that person accesses any computer and inputs altered details or suppresses data with the intention that the said data be considered or acted on as if it were the original data. All this means is if you purport that the data is original while knowing that it is altered, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Somebody said that KD said he doesn't want. Linton said KD said he doesn't want the money. Thank you so much, Island Limbs. Respect for the dedicated viewing of the videos. I appreciate you. I put out a lot of content, so for you to be watching my videos all day, I'm not surprised if you're really watching me on this platform. You will have videos to watch. Trust me. You will have videos to watch. But anyway, I am happy that this is happening because what it's doing for us that is tuned into the politics is now learning vital lessons around these actual laws. So this is a teachable moment, you know. And that's why it's so important that both parties sign the code of conduct and actually follow the code of conduct. You know, because if you're following the code of conduct, which none of the JLP has signed, by the way, and that's a fact, not even the Prime Minister, if you follow the code of conduct, you won't get yourselves in these types of problems, which they have now found themselves, the JLP and Christopher TUFTON. Right? So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. We are going to move on to the next topic. I told you it was heating up, man. I told you it was heating up. Remember to follow me on all platforms. Bolo TBV, Bolo VNR Clips, Bolo VNR, and Bolo VNR 2.0 on YouTube. Alright, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. For my people on TikTok, big up on the server. I don't know why. It seems like there's a lot of people that is flagging my TikTok every time I go live. I notice I'm getting these things coming to me about them going to lock down and restrict, and I didn't do anything. I didn't curse a bad word. I never said anything. You know, what is on the screen is not doing. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, but you know, we expect it.